waders. One of those accessories that quite often you find times that you need them, so it's well worth having a pair just to keep them in the car. There's lots of different circumstances where you might need waders. Personally, I quite often find them useful for getting down little margin spots that you wouldn't been able to get to otherwise, little tight casts. On shallower waters where you're allowed to wade, you can definitely use them to your advantage to help you find spots that you wouldn't be able to find with a lead, especially in kind of weedy situations. But as well as that, even just simple things like trophy shots. These days, quite often I like to slip a pair of waders on to do actual photos on the bank, and that means that I'm not getting drenched. Only the waders are getting wet, and then after I've popped the fish back, I take the waders off and I'm completely dry. There's nothing worse than sitting there during a session soaked just because you've got wet during your photos. So we've got a few to have a look at here today. They're all in the dirt boot range, a few different styles. So we'll start off with these smaller ones, which are the thigh waders. Now thigh waders are handy if you've got a shallow margin. Sometimes you need to get out to net your fish. Bigger waders can be tricky to get on whilst you're playing a fish, whereas these ones are much easier to slip on. So if you start with them folded down, pop them on and then pull the top up, and you're ready to go. Got a little strap on the top here which can go around your belt, or if you haven't got a belt on, through the belt loop, and that just pops into place. Little split on the inside just for extra comfort there. So yeah, anytime you need to get in the edge and it's not too deep, then a set of these is what you need. Obviously the fact that they're not a full wader means they're a lot more lightweight as well, and easy to tuck away in the car. As you can see on the bottom there, they've got a super tough moulded sole, nice bit of tread to stop you slipping around, nice strong seams, so they're going to put up with a lot of abuse. Next up, we've got the lightweight chest waders. As you can see, they come right up to my chest. Got a nice elasticated bit around the side there just to keep them snug against you. Obviously I'm pretty thin, so they're never going to be super snug against me. Once again, you've got a nice tread on the bottom there, strong seams, nice and lightweight, so they're not going to take up loads of room or lots of weight to carry. And they also come in a nice camo colour, and then on the inside you also got a little pouch there, so if you're wading out and you want to put a little rig in there or a little bit of bait, then you can keep them nice and dry and snug on the inside. But they are super lightweight. Definitely recommend getting a pair of these. I think I'm going to treat myself to a pair. Right, last up on the catwalk, we've got these Neoprene Deluxe versions, which I've got to say are super cosy. Before last month, I'd never actually felt neoprene on the skin before, and I noticed then just how much more snug it was, and it's definitely the same case with these waders. So if you're needing to do stuff where you're out in the water a lot, or you're fishing in the colder weather, then these are going to keep you a lot warmer and a lot cozier too. So just moving through the features then, first of all we've got these nice shoulder straps which are Velcro. They're obviously adjustable depending on the size of your shoulders. I'm yet to grow a pair of shoulders, but when I do I'll need the bigger ones. Got a nice otter's pouch on the front here. Obviously if you're walking out into the lake, you might have a rig or some little bits of bait, anything you want to keep in there snug, you can do so. We've also got reinforced knees. Obviously with waders you're quite often kneeling down and doing bits and pieces, so you need those bits to be a little bit stronger and a little bit more hard wearing. And also you can feel the snugness of those reinforcements, almost like there's a few extra layers of neoprene there, and it actually makes it comfortable to be on your knees. So moving down to the feet, once again lots of tread there, proper hard wearing tough sole, but with the added bonus of a little kick bit on the back there, so when you want to get them on and off it just makes it that little bit easier. So the Deluxe Neoprene version are also available in this nice tree effect camo for those who prefer that kind of look, or those who like hiding in bushes. Absolutely fantastic range of waders here. As I said, it is something that you really should have in your armoury, even if it's just to keep in the car. I think, to be honest with you, it's well worth having a pair of thigh waders and a pair of the chest waders too, because there are going to be times when you're going to need one but not the other. As I said, the thigh waders are far easier to slip on should you need to get out a little bit further when you've got a fish on. As usual, if you want to find out any more about these products, simply search online.